everybody and welcome to today's maths meeting. And today our focus is going to be on shapes. We're going to look at two-dimensional and three-dimensional shapes, and we're just going to touch on the names of them and some of their properties. So we're going to start off with our maths meeting songs. So let's go. Maths meeting, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Maths meeting, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. 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 January, February, March and April, May, June, July and August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. Yes, they are. This time without the month of May. That's right, because we're in May at the moment. So let's go. January, February, March and April. June, July and August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. Yes, they are. Okay, now let's do our 2s, 5s and 10s. Okay, let's go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Absolutely brilliant. Now, I'm going to ask you to do something slightly different today. I'd like you to get your piece of paper and your pencil now, and I'd like you to write down all your 2s, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, going downwards up to 20. Then I'd like you to leave a space, and I'd like you to write all your 5s down, leave a space, and write all your 10s down. So you're just writing the number, so you would write 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, all the way down to 20, 5, 10, 15, all the way to 50, 10, 20, 30, all the way to 100. Okay, I want you to give that a go. You'll probably need to press pause, and then once you've written them all, I'd like you to press play again and we'll get started on our shapes. Okay, welcome back everybody. Well done for writing down your 2s, 5s and 10s. It's really important that we know those really easily as we're now beginning our journey on times tables. We've already looked quite closely at the 2 times table, and next we're going to be looking at the 5 times table, but not today. Today our focus is on shapes. Now, I know from teaching most of you that you're very good at naming shapes. So we're going to start with 2D shapes. I'd like you to look at my poster of 2D shapes and see which ones you already know. I bet you all know this one. What's that? It's a circle. And how about this one? We have a rectangle. This one, triangle, oval, square. Now they're the 5 that I think you'll definitely know. But let's see if we know some more. Do we know what this one is? It's an 8-sided shape. It's regular, which means all the sides are the same length. They are equal. It's called an octagon. Now, the way I remember an octagon is I think of an octopus. And an octopus has got 8 legs. And an octagon has got 8 sides. Now, this one over here has got 7 sides. Should we count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's called a heptagon. Can you say that? Heptagon. Heptagon. Now it might be worth you writing that one down and trying to remember it, because that's a tricky one. Okay, here we have a rhombus, and you might notice that this has got 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, just like a rectangle and a square, and indeed a kite. A square is a regular shape because all the sides are equal and all the angles are equal. But a kite and a rhombus and a rectangle are irregular shapes, but they still have 4 sides. So I'm going to, 2 more to explain. We've got the pentagon, and pentagon has 5 sides. Let's say that pentagon has 5 sides, and a hexagon has 6 sides. Right, we're going to play a little game. I'm going to point at a shape and I want you to name it as quickly as possible. Triangle. Heptagon. Pentagon. Circle. Kite. Octagon. Now I know you've done lots of shape work at home, so next time you have a look, I want you to think to yourself, which of these shapes do you not know? And then you could focus in on them. One of the things I love doing at home is I like creating my own pictures using 2D shapes. So for example, you could draw a person with a rectangle body, circle for a head, maybe rectangle arms and legs. Perhaps you could have a triangle hat on. Or you could design a house, and your house could have hexagonal windows. Or you could design some trees in a garden, and your trees might have the shape of an octagon at the top. So have a go at designing your own shape pictures. Right, we're going to move on now to our 3D shapes. 3D shapes. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at some real objects that look like 3D shapes. So I'm going to put your attention on this one first here, which is a sphere. And I've actually found this Christmas decoration that I had in my cupboard. And this bauble is actually the shape of a sphere. Can you think of anything else that is the shape of a sphere? Perhaps a tennis ball. Let's have a look on this. A football. The earth is a sphere. Marbles. I wonder if you can find any other spheres around your house. So a sphere is perfectly round. It has no edges and no vertices. Now you're going to be hearing these words a lot in this lesson, vertices and edges. So a vertex is a corner or a point where lines meet. So for example, here I have a cube, and this is a vertex. This is a vertex. But if we're talking about lots of them, we say vertices. So I'm going to look at this cube now. It's not a perfect cube because actually it hasn't got a bottom to it. So a dice would be a perfect cube. And a cube has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 flat surfaces, 12 edges, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 edges. How many vertices has it got? Remember, that's a vertice. Have a think to yourself, how many vertices has that got? How many vertices has a cube got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you said 8, well done. Now, on our cube, all the vertices, all the edges are the same. But if I was to look at a cuboid, and I found this little bag, which is a cuboid, it's still got the same amount of vertices as a cube. And it's still got the same amount of edges. but not all the edges are the same. If you can see, these ones are longer and these ones are shorter. Now, I wonder if you can find any cuboids in your house. For example, could you find a suitcase, a rubber, or perhaps even a book? Can you point on your screen to the cuboid? What colour is the cuboid? That's right, that's our cuboid. And now look at the similarities between the cube and the cuboid. Fantastic. So now we've looked at a cuboid, a cube and a sphere. Can you just repeat those words after me to make sure you're saying them properly? Cube, cuboid, sphere. Now I bet everyone remembers this one. That's right, it's a cone. And one of the reasons everybody remembers that is because people think of an ice cream cone. Oh, also I've got this nice little cone here that you might use in a road. And what else could be a cone? A party hat that you wear on your head. An ice cream cone could be a cone. And a cone has one flat surface at the bottom. It has one curved surface and a point at the top. And that is our cone. Okay, we're going to look at one more 3D shape today, and then we'll have another look at these another day, and I'll do a lesson when I'm at school so that I can get all these shapes out for you and we can have a proper play of them, and then maybe we could play what's in the bag. Now, this one here is a triangular prism, and this is a tetrahedron, square base pyramid, but the one that we're going to focus our attention on now is a cylinder. Can you say that? Cylinder. Cylinder. And I found two cylinders in my house. I found this candle, which is the shape of a cylinder, and I found this, which is the shape of a cylinder. This has got another cylinder actually on top. So if we just look at that shape, that's a cylinder. And a cylinder has got two flat surfaces, one curved surface, and two edges. Okay, so your challenge at home today is to go around your house looking for as many two-dimensional and three-dimensional objects as you can. When you found them, you could draw a picture of them and write the name of them next to it. And here is a really hard challenge. I wonder if you could go on a shape walk. Could you walk around the block near your houses and look out for, can you see any circles? Can you see any cylinders? Can you see any cones? And you could write them down as you're going around. Thank you so much for listening today. We will definitely be looking at shapes again, and I hope you have a fantastic day.